Alright guys, see how many red, blue cars we get together. Red, white. People slamming their car doors, honking their horns. Let's see how much we get in one city. Already, you got your what? White, red, and blue right behind it. Right? Yeah, of course. How the cookie crumbles. Type of game they play. Every day, all day. Red, blue synchronicities, even on the people. Bullshit, zombie land. Can I cross, baby? Heavy traffic this direction. Heavy fucking traffic. We gotta start going different directions, This nigga just synchronizing with you heavy as shit, bro. So crazy. I used to go the other direction when I first came this direction. Fucking barely noticed any vehicles, bro. Like 1, 2 came this direction. Now I come this way every day. Traffic, flood. Makes you wonder, bro. And people don't gotta believe you, T.I. We know. Real people around here know. I'm just starting to understand where the battery packs for this dead-ass world. So I see the same synchronicities. I'll go ahead and call out another red, white synchronicity whenever I was at the job at a Pacific time. On the tour, got to see the same synchronicities no matter what. Makes no sense, bro. Chaotic noise all around you. You always got to hear people speeding off. You always got to hear people slamming their doors in front of you, honking their horns, You gotta, you think it's normal reality. But that's the problem with this evil program. They do settle things, but increase them by tenfold. It's maddening. Perfect design to have you lose your mind. Excuse me. Better out than in, eh? I was feeling it. When you be trying to wait to see if it's a squirt or one of the loud ones. I was like, hold on. I don't know what this is gonna be. Okay, not louder than what I thought. Excuse me. Better out than in, eh, mate? My apologies. Construction, utility, wherever you go. Your whole page is so funny, especially being a TI when I was with LI. Oh my goodness, LI, bro, being a floater for like the first 2-3 years. Man, went to so many different sites. No matter what, they always made sure they had construction workers all throughout my path. Closing roads down, setting up, just drilling for no reason, breaking up the road for no reason. Crazy, man. What can you do? Sit back and enjoy the shit Truman Show. Sit back and enjoy a fake-ass reality. In Pittsburgh, man, y'all just bad, man. So bad. I guess these are my new synchronizers. I noticed them a couple of times before, and now I'm starting to understand they're using these assholes. Look what we do with our security job. We actually got to walk around and do things. Pull on random doors to see if they're open. Look at us work. A load of crap, dude. I remember one thing, bro. I think I already called out that synchronicity before, but when I was with Elat, how I always used to say I used to see Elat guards everywhere. And this is an Elat guard right here, but one thing I noticed when I got with Garda World, stop seeing Elat guards. Guess what guards I see everywhere now? Garda World guards. Shit's sad, bro. Shit is sad. I guess y'all walking my whole path today, right? Let me guess. Y'all check the doors of this whole block. You know? Same shit, different day, bro. They're gonna bust his right, I'm guessing. I ain't bad. At least they ain't gotta walk with me to the store. Got your one headlighters everywhere. You know, I thought one headlighters was illegal in the state of Pennsylvania. Seems like everywhere I go, niggas got one headlight out. Shout out to the biggest gang in America right here. Ones who made it all possible. Ain't got harassed by one cop being in Pittsburgh. They show you a police city for sure. Y'all remember I recorded that lady, right? How she's always sitting on the side. Now her new synchronicity is her walking. Her walking synchronizing with me right here. If I come this direction. Oh, that reminds me, it's because I don't come this direction no more. I usually go around. Well, you see, I'm coming from a totally different direction, right? Still gonna, we've got your plan. It's a joke, man. Things I see in Pittsburgh, it is what it is, you know? I understand. It's control, harassment, you know, you got a bunch of the evil people that control this world is bored. Ain't nothing to do no more. Niggas got all the money, all the materialism. You know, life is easy. So what are they doing? Taking innocent people, strong-minded, strong-willed people, people who has a heart of gold, innocent, and trying to transform you into crazed, murderous, rapists, you know, deprive you from certain shit. Man, dude, you really start to see how whole communities are full of shit people, man, doing shit things. It's a joke, bro. It's a joke. Coming from a different direction. Gotta love it. You ready? Look to the left. We've got your plan. Coming from a totally different direction, right? But y'all still gonna make sure. By the time I'm walking in this vicinity, bam, purple transportation vehicle. We've got your plan. And of course you got white truck right here. See, bam, look, totally different direction. Wherever you are, we have your plan. You know? You got this asshole Halloween's late, buddy. You know, you got Boo. Bunch of Satanists, man. I'm telling you. Just a part of the Truman Show. You know, I hope you guys like these walks with me. You know. More example of practicing what I preach. How I like to walk everywhere I go. You know, this car right here to the right literally just pulled up and you already turned off your engine and turned it on. I've been getting that like crazy recently. Every time I hit a corner, it seems like there's always a car turning off their engine and turning it off. The only reason, or turning it off the engine and turning it on. Only reason why I called that out is because he literally pulled up, turned it off, turned it on. Y'all are fucking trash people, bro. I'm telling you, man. These people are trash people. I want y'all to know that, gang stalkers. You know, and maybe me making videos in this shitty, boring ass, dead ass city has inspired people to want to perform on my harassment. You know, that just still even shows you how fucking weird and psychotic and strange and fucked up people really are. Even if they're not participating in your harassment, they see, oh, I see that guy everywhere. Oh, let's go perform, guys. You know, it's just going back to what I be saying about how it's like it's everywhere. You know, slamming doors extra loud, and that's all you hear, bro. That's what they do to drive people crazy. I forgot I'm stalling time today, too. You know, honking horns. You know, got to hear the same thing wherever you go. I forgot we got to start taking back roads. You know, these assholes. Too much noise on the main road. You know, you can't explain people your harassment. I just like how when I first came this direction, the first, I think like maybe week, like really couple of days, it was like, this was like a quiet street, bro. No heavy trucks, no nothing. It was like dead over here, you know? Bus was flowing. I was able to leave work, take the bus at a certain time. Like as soon as I got off, I was able to hop on the bus and get home, you know? But you got to see Truman Show. So you know what they tell me, even at this job, they lied on me twice. You know, they realized how when I was getting off at 7:50, right? I was able to literally jump on the bus because it comes around 7:55, 8 o'clock, you know, and I would already be at the bus stop. You know, I literally would just get off of work and jump straight on the bus. What the coworker do at the job? Oh, apparently, Laurel, you clocked out at 7:45. We need you to, you know, you need to start clocking out at 7:55. You want to know the kicker about it? Now they got the guard or whatever. She's the one apparently snitched on me too, right? The kicker when it comes to that psychological attack, you know, or that, you know, game they want to play is now they have her leave at 11:50 when I come, you know, relieve her. You know, at least they're paying for me, you know. Paying me for doing that, but still, it's just that's the type of games these people like to play. So it's like, regardless, I gotta walk out here, see the same color synchronicities, you know, red, blue. They know where you walking, you know, new dog walker, you know, bullshit, bro. Your whole pathway mapped out. It's a bunch of weirdos doing weird shit. And then when you call it out, oh, you're being toxic, man. No, you're losing your mind, man. You're losing your shit, man. You know, I get it, man. Ain't shit you can do in a fucking hive mind programmed reality. Ain't nothing you can do. You know? We live in a world full of lies, evil, sadistic people. Like I said earlier, people bored with life. Nothing else better to do. You know, now they grown to wanting to use whole communities to psychologically torture people. You know? And labeling you crazy for calling out the demonic crap they want to do to people. Funny. What a world we're living in, right? Right away to walk. All right, they're letting me walk now. Good, thank you. You go on the road, you just see an increase of certain color synchronicities. It just makes no sense. You know, Pittsburgh, y'all show me y'all wanted the HQs. I don't know if it's reptilians or Luciferians, Freeman. I don't know what y'all people are, but I can tell this program, the Matrix, is heavy in this city. You know, it's very passive. I don't speak about a lot of things I really be going through. You know, you really gang stalk when you can't, you know, you can't leave the crib with food in your house, you know, without niggas opening up your drinks and doing shit to it. You know, you'll obviously have a closed up drink and niggas is opening that. Like, bro, I don't think people know that half of it, man. There's all different levels, you know? And I don't care what people got to say. I don't want to hear the crap about, oh, my harassment was worse than yours. You know, every time when I explain my harassment, I never try to iterate that. I just simply say the things I'm dealing with is out of this world, bro. I'm dealing with crap. You know, you can't even get new shoes, new clothes. That's how you know if you really dealing with this, bro. You can't go out nowhere to eat. You can't, there's no such thing as leaving a toothbrush or nothing in your house. You know, you got to carry everything on you. Deodorant and all. You know, I got to buy a new bar. I just ran out of deodorant, but nigga, I don't be buying things that, you know, that's detrimental to me. You know, got my, you know, my pills and nothing. I don't leave nothing in there. I got my natural remedies, you know, got my toothbrush, you know. I don't want to dig through all here, but I keep all the necessities on me. Cause it's real out here, bro. I done fucking got home, my toothbrush smell like straight dookie. Niggas be doing the most, bro, and no one will never know the amount of harassment that we deal with on a daily basis. You know, I done bought fucking, what's that cologne called? Must Number 9. Niggas done pour alcohol in there. You know, you got niggas want to talk about you smell funny, but you buy cologne. I done buy a KC, but now when I get cologne, I make sure I keep it on me. You know, I messed up one time, left my KC out of my last bottle. I used like half of it. One day I ended up leaving it in there, bro. Left it in my room, came back, alcohol. They always do that. Make sure they drown my cologne out with alcohol. You know, and if I really explain the amount of harassment tactics I deal with, I'll sound batshit crazy. I'll sound like I'm out of my mind. You know, I'll sound like I'm lying or I'm bullshitting. You know, but it is what it is, man. You know? I don't keep shit in my house. Food-wise, things I put in my mouth or on my body, do not leave them. You know, I used to eat sandwiches and all type of shit, bro. Every time I get home, if I leave bread in the house, wet, soggy shit in the middle when I come home. You know? I done left drinks in there. Water, unopened, came back, unopened, bugs in it. Like, oh my goodness, bro. You know, they just got me in some mental trap where I'll get on here and I'll complain about the same usual, you know, pathetic shit they like to use on us red, blue synchronicities, dog walkers, you know, because I think about, you know, the fear behind the things that they do. I know other people, if they was experiencing this, bro, you fucking lose it, bro. You know, fear mongering. I don't want to do that. So I don't go into detail about the things I really be dealing with. The type of shit, you know, they label, oh, you smell funny. You did. Niggas is making it that way, bro. You know? Clothes items smelling like crap. Flooding gas smells, all type of weird shit in your room. Everybody who live around you, nobody leaves. You know, they make sure they're entering your room, cutting up. If you get cameras, they cutting off the power in your room. They letting you know, hey, we've been in here. Your door cracked open. You know, you goddamn, bro, your door loose. You know, you leave one day, you know, your door perfectly tight and shut and nothing's wrong with it. You come home the very next day, it's hanging open, it's loose, it's making a sound. Like, they just do the most evil, I'm telling, I'm in the thick of it, bro. I don't go into detail about certain things that I deal with because of that shit, bro. I don't want to let TIs know. I'm pretty sure, and that's why I said we're all on different levels, you know? But all that, you know, oh, my harassment is worse than yours, bro. When it come to y'all, bro, y'all getting harassed more than me, bro. That's all it is. Fuck it. You know, I ain't finna argue with nobody about dealing with harassment, who can be the bigger victim. I'm not worried about that, man. Even going through this level of torture I'm going through, I don't paint myself to be a victim. Nah, they showing me how they need whole communities watching me, synchronizing with me, playing with me, you know, messing with my smell good items and, you know, the things I need to be a better human being. They don't want to hear that shit. You know, a lot of these people are peons. They just people who just heard fucked up shit about you. You know, they don't know about the people constantly around you making your life a living fucking hell. I wonder what y'all would do if y'all knew there was real weirdos like that. Real fucking weirdos. Look, construction, utility, wherever you go, people laughing as soon as they got out the car. Witches, warlocks, you know, shit crazy, bro. This shit funny. People listening to me live right now when I'm making this video, phone tapped out the wazoo. Niggas think it's a game. You know, you go to the same usual spot. A lot of the times, bro, I go to the same spot just to show you. You know, I repeatedly do the same thing just so you can see how bad the synchronicities, how bad the game is. You know, red, blue, white. You know, They know your path. Everyone just set up, looking down at their phone, setting up, closing down roads for no reason, just to have people in your path. This nigga sitting right here, bro, is ready for me to synchronize. He has no purpose to be here. You know, looking down at the phone, you know, blocking off the road, doing dumb shit just to watch you, bro, just to have you in a controlled environment, whether you believe that or not. Y'all at Pittsburgh, y'all sick, man. But I understand. Life boring. Life is dead. There's nothing to do. When you realize, when you have the easy way to get money and materialism, you can have everything in your life. You know, I don't know why y'all mindset switches to, let's psychologically destroy people for fun. You know, let's play with people's life. That's not mindset. You know, y'all are not fucking humans. Y'all don't belong here. You know, y'all want to make it feel like we the ones that don't belong here when it's y'all. Y'all are sick individuals. There's something wrong with y'all as a community, as a whole. You know, like, look, bro, that's all you see, your whole path. Red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, white, red, blue, white, red, 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 blue, 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 red, blue, 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 blue. You know, I just call it out for fun. Best believe, bro, there ain't no anger in me. You know, yeah, some days I get irritated, you know. Most days I am happy, though. Because I see this world for what it is. Y'all the demons. This is just another layer of hell. Some test to bring out either to bring out your worst or make you, hey, what you want to do? You want to fight against corruption or you want to become corruption? You know, niggas speeding off, same thing, bro. It's like clockwork. You know, I'm taking my time today. I'm going to go pick up I pre-ordered my case for my little handheld. Oh, man. I pre-ordered that thing a month ago, man. I was so happy about that. I was mad they pushed it away for an expensive handheld like that. They pushed it so far back, like a whole month away. Oh my goodness, you know? That's why you gotta see the same thing wherever you, I promise you, bro. That's why you see the same thing wherever you go. Pittsburgh, y'all show me how much of a slave, especially my people, how much of a slave y'all are for $1, bro. And you expect, and y'all be walking like I'm supposed to be intimidated by y'all, scared about y'all. No, y'all show me who the real bitches are. Y'all need a whole community to have a nigga feel like you less than like a speck of dirt. Fuck y'all niggas, bro. Y'all got a whole community targeting people, but you can't stop 8 million children disappearing a year. You can't stop murderers and rapists. You can't get off the real criminals on the street. You know, these people are terrorists, man. Everything they do, they're terrorizing people, whether they feel like you deserve it or not. Look, you get to a freaker location, what you guys see? Red, blue synchronicities together, ready to synchronize with you in the store. You know, I'm telling you, something about Pittsburgh, man. The world might think I'm crazy, but I know you devils, you Freemasons, you people who control this whole agenda. You know I see you for what you are. And y'all bitches, bro. Straight up. Y'all straight bitches. Y'all soft. Y'all weak people. And y'all been using psychological attacks to take the world from the original beings and everything. Bruh. This is y'all, bro. And now there's more and more people being born with something inside of them that brings us some type of light, that has some type of unshakable fear that's not going to be easily manipulated and can control. You know, that's why they attack the children. That's why they attack the females. They attack the caregivers. You know, they attack the ones who have the potential to really grow into something special. And when you somehow slip through the cracks and didn't, you know, grow up with satanic family members and shit, you already gonna know you're gonna be born to fight something. And they hate that. That's why they making sounds, yelling, whistling, screaming, all in your presence. You know, you just hear it, man. It's like, especially when I be in the mode, when I be speaking that heavy truth, niggas listening through your phone so bad, the truth hurts. If you think I was sitting here mumbo jumbo bullshitting, you wouldn't see the same synchronicity. I wouldn't get to the point like yesterday where I called out, what the fuck you gonna see, red? Because I already know what the fuck going on, bro. You know, they play with me so much. They used to just do the same thing. You know, I know when a red car gonna hit here, a person with red, blue gonna hit this. Now they just hit with everything. These people, I know people who watch me for information, but majority of these people who watch my channel is niggas in this bitch made ass city, man. That's just what it is. Y'all lame as hell. Y'all weak people. It don't matter if you really struggling with something as a TI. It don't. These people are way eviler than you can ever imagine, bro. You know, you get to the point where people out there, would you even, if you heard somebody was like a threat to children or something, would you go as far as trying to use your child to synchronize? Oh, go in front of him, baby, bend over, do your little TikTok dance in front of him, shake in front of him. Would you tell your child to do something like that? I don't think so, bro. You got me fucked up, bro. You got me fucked all the way up, bro. You got to start to see, like, there's a lot of things I don't disclose, I don't talk about, because I don't want to get people to think, oh, you probably be on some weird shit, bro. I see so much fucked up shit. Y'all let me know that, nigga, all this satanic, ritualistic abuse, these incels, these incest people, these people, keep it in the family type of behavior, they all throughout Pittsburgh, bro. All this looking at younger girls and shit, that shit running rampant throughout your community, man. They'll be they'll have indirects, they'll have little girls walk past you using indirects and subliminals. I got a man who's 24, who's 25. I mean, come on, even that shit be running in, especially through the black community. Come on. People in my own family used to talk like that when I was a kid. I heard stories coming back here about niggas. Let me not expose, because I know families watch me too, and let me not throw people's name under the bus. I know y'all got me thinking I'm the monster when, monsters made this reality possible for me. Let me not, I forgot y'all attention and the way people view y'all is everything. I remember trying to go to a family member's house because where this one family I was living with, she wasn't in the right vicinity. She wasn't in a healthy environment where I can focus on my grind and get money and get up out of there, And then when I asked the family, didn't say nothing bad about her. When I asked her, said if I can move, she thought that as, you don't think living with me is people gonna be looking at me funny now. I was like, man, what the fuck? And ever since then it was up, with the weird harassment, synchronicities, people trying to get me out the house. That's why I feel like, I ain't gonna get into my life story, but I know my family couldn't get me the way they wanted me to, so my mom had to be the sacrifice. And ever since then, everybody in the family started acting weird, because niggas know what the fuck is up. Niggas know they a bunch of sellouts and sacrificers, and niggas really wanted to get me up out of here because they thought my life wasn't worth living, whether because I had certain problems or there was certain things wrong with me that I just needed help and I just needed someone to talk to. No, it took me going through hell. It took me seeing how people will do the most diabolical shit to you because they think like they feel like you deserve it, or like, come on, bro. Everybody has a choice. Even when somebody make a mistake, you have the choice to confront that person about their negative choices, or you choose to be secretive and diss and secretly try to destroy somebody. And that's the route people chose with me. That's why you gotta see shit like this. Everything about distracting you. Everything's chaos. Let's be quiet. Let's let them do what they want to do. Shut me up. Perfect synchronicity. It is what it is, man. I don't want to waste people's time. I don't want to sit here and ramble and sounds like I'm bitching and complaining. It is what it is. I got people bitching and complaining about me every day. That's why I got a whole community harassing me every day of my life. It's crazy. The hypocrisy is insane. You even want to hear indirects or subliminals, about you doing the same thing. I'm going to give y'all a little, mindset with me. See, I know this is absolute destruction. I know this is pure satanic, ritualistic abuse, humiliation, ritual, and everything. Yes, I could see myself getting up out of here. But I had a mindset about, let me give these people a show. I'm not going to get into detail, but I told myself when it comes to dealing with certain, since I see how bad it is, I told myself, let's give these people what they want. I'm not going to say too much. You can't tell these people everything, but it just shows you how even when you're at your lowest, and you're struggling, you're doing certain things, and it's not about you changing. It's not about you being better and fitting amongst the community and living right and talking to community. No, it's about destroying you. It's about ultimately destroying who you are as a person, transforming you into something or someone you was never meant to be. Fuck these people, man. I see everything, bro. Fuck your religion. Fuck the things man, like, I believe in God for sure, man. But even these, I'm starting to realize these people, bro, they like to hide behind God when doing their wicked ass behavior. Like, y'all evil as shit, man. Y'all the reason why I couldn't believe in so long. Because most of these people talking about they godly people, they righteous people doing the most evil shit to people. You know, shout out to Cool Work. They do evil shit, then you didn't go to church. Niggas sold they soul here on earth. Like, come on, man. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke, and then when you pull it out, you're the jokester. You're the crazy one. You're the weird one. Like, literally sitting right here, I done literally seen this car turn his lights on, and just like everything is synchronicity, man. This car right here, I be forgetting fucking this camera inside this Google Pixel 9 phone be turning when I be zooming in. So that last video where I showed y'all how this dog synchronizer had I wasn't even worried about it. That's my fault. I should have said something about it, but you know, that's a different topic. You know, but this camera inside the phone be moving, you know. It's a joke, man. It's an absolute joke, but I don't want to hold too much of your time up. You know, like I said, my phone finna be off, so you know, I don't know if I was gonna think about doing my live or not. Honestly, I'm just gonna be too tired by the time I get to the crib, so. But I was gonna go live Monday, but what I'm gonna do is, regardless how I'm feeling Tuesday, when I'm able to get my shit back on, I'm just gonna go ahead and go live. And I might just go ahead and just still record a bunch of videos and then just upload a shit ton of videos on Tuesday. So y'all be straight, you know? And then that following day, then I'll just, Saturday, I'll just go ahead and go live or whatnot, or the following Saturday. You know, but yeah, bro, it is what it is, man. I see Pittsburgh for what it is. It's like shit don't even feel normal or right every time I step foot outside. It's quiet. Nobody never saying shit. You just hearing the same. Yeah, Pittsburgh, y'all a weird ass fucking city. For the person that's watching my video, y'all fucking weirdos, bro. Ain't shit cool about harassing somebody. Ain't shit cool about, you know, using the whole community to torture. That's weak behavior, bro. That's bitch made mentality. And then y'all got the audacity to think y'all cool. Oh, it's cool to harass people nowadays. Y'all weirdos, bro. Every single last one of y'all weird as fuck. I want y'all to know that y'all weird. I'm talking to the real perps. You know, you want to get on here. Even most of these people be trying to comment and shit. I just want you to know you can hide behind whatever. Lord, even when you get close to your destination, niggas just be hiding, you know, red, white. You know, perfect synchronicity. I just want y'all bitch ass niggas to know, bruh. It don't matter if you're hiding, if you're being secretive, you a bitch, you sold out. You the reason why this world will never be free. It's no longer the elites. Majority of the sellouts come from their own community. You know, y'all bitch ass niggas sold for $1. Y'all weak minded. You know, y'all not connected to God. Y'all connected to something evil. And y'all go, and something's telling me, bruh, y'all gonna pay with y'all souls, bruh. Y'all gonna pay dearly. You know, keep torturing people, keep abusing people. Hey, it's the right thing to do. Keep telling yourself that lie, you know, whistling. Bullshit, bro. Like, what are you whistling at? Nothing. Niggas is animals. Oh, I guess they want me to see the kid. You know, it's just weird ass shit, bro. These niggas are demons. It's like there ain't nothing these people won't do. Nigga whistling. Just to grab you, another thing to grab your attention so you can see what they want to put in front of you. Nobody worried about y'all, man. You know? I want every child to be able to grow without these ritualistic assholes trying to expose them to supposed monsters, bro. Y'all don't even make sense when y'all be trying to, you know, trying to paint someone to be something that they're not, and y'all be trying to flood individuals in their face and talk about, ooh, look at his reaction, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. If I'm on some weird shit, I'm gonna go do it. You know, it's like these niggas, I think when I look at the tactics they be wanting to use, I think of the eagle inside the cage, and he threw out the fish or whatever, and the pigeon tried to grab, and he grabbed his neck. Like, and it's like, after 10, some people have been dealing with this shit for 10 years, 5 years. I've been going 6 years now, bro. 6 years dealing with this bullshit, bro. Come on, bro. It's not about what you are, it's about what they can turn you into. Y'all are weirdos, man. I want y'all to know that. Y'all fucking weirdos. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are out of y'all fucking minds, bro. Y'all don't fucking catch monsters. You create them. You create demons out of innocent people who's doing nothing to no one. Same synchronicity, same bullshit. And then got the audacity to call you crazy when you wake up and see people doing the same exact thing. The same synchronicities, the same bullshit. Y'all are fucking weirdos. I don't care if you're a female, how pretty you are, how big your titties is. You know, just because I'm not talking, you don't mean I'm hating. I'm shy. I don't know how to talk to them. Fuck y'all, bro. I'm dealing with ritualistic abuse. I'm dealing with people really fucking torturing the shit out of me. And I don't give a fuck. And I know that in the city of Pittsburgh, I know that's why my harassment is so fucking bad. Because I truly, mentally, spiritually don't give a fuck. But y'all not going to stop. Y'all going to, because narcissists, bro, y'all are truly upset at the strongest, willful people. I'm a reflection of what you should have been. You should have said no to a fucking dollar. You should have said, no, I'm not going to fucking stalk and harass and treat somebody like they're shit because I heard they're supposedly a bad person. There's fucking bad people all around the planet and they're living their best lives. And y'all taking y'all time and energy out messing with people who's not a threat to nobody. No criminal record, no history of violence, no nothing. And y'all pulling out hella resources to bother somebody who's not bothering nobody. Y'all are sick people. And y'all the ones that deserve to be monitored and watched and put in a fucking straitjacket, you know, and studied to why do you have that type of mindset to want to abuse and torture, you know, just because you receive an indirect or a dollar? Y'all are pathetic. Y'all have no morals. Y'all have no mind. Like, it's just like, I could tell y'all aren't people who use y'all own brains. The system is using y'all minds for y'all. That's why whole communities look like fucking robots, look like you stuck in the Sims game. It's not even just you. It's not even you're just this bad guy and we got to watch you. No, the fucking community is dead. They're gone. They're sold. It's hell on earth, man. And it's only going to get worse until martial law starts or something. Society falls, the bank account stop working. You know, that's when we're going to be able to come together when this system falls, bro. But this system, with the fall of this world, bro, is going to separate the weak from the fucking strong. And the weak, when shit hit the fan, y'all going to be the ones that go out trying to kill, torture, rape, you know, cause chaos, steal. And like, bro, and the real ones is the ones that's going to come together. We going to come together and build our fucking community because we survivors, we're adapters. You know, we're the real chosen people. We're the ones. We're not like when it comes to this program, y'all are the targets. They got whole communities synchronizing and harassing Pacific people within this community. You don't see nothing wrong with that. And y'all just think, oh, he's the bad guy. Nobody likes him. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. You're a bot. You're a zombie. You're a soulless imp. Some of y'all don't even have an inner dialogue. Go right now, visualize orange juice being poured in the cup in your mind right now. Can you do it? No, you can't. Nothing, you can't do that shit. You can't even visualize nothing. You're a zombie. You're a bot. And y'all be watching our videos. Oh, what can he guess now? What is he going to do now? Mad as hell that there's, you know, it's so mad that they put us in categories. Oh, we're the targeted individual group because we see how fake y'all are. Y'all are weak-minded people. That's why we see everything. You know, we have a connection. God is within us. You know, we can visualize, we can create anything. Y'all are not creators. Y'all not out here creating. Y'all out here destroying anything that has the potential to create. Understand that. Y'all are real bona fide demons. And y'all gonna get exactly what y'all got coming. And the only reason why you're not seeing it now because the God of this world is giving you the ability to live in this world to continue to destroy lives. But when it's time to face the real God, that eternal God, some of y'all, when y'all go, it's just gonna be darkness. That's the result of giving up your soul. Y'all showed what y'all want. I feel like this is the ultimate test to see where your soul's going to reside. You know, and I feel like some of y'all won't even have the pleasure to even experience hell. Nothing. Darkness. Because y'all thought nothing was nothing. You know, y'all were the gods and, you know, nothing existed. Yeah, bro. You know, they gave you, you know, there's like the place, the truth and fiction. They gave y'all that truth. You know, and was it American Gods? You know, when the people was dying and then the dude was weighing the feathers by the hearts. And then the one chick said, you know, I don't believe in nothing. I just live my life the way I wanted to live it. You know, bam, you go to darkness then. No nothing for you. And that's a lot of y'all gonna be facing that. And y'all better be careful, man. You know, that's why I see the same thing. People just walking around with their phones held up, dog walkers, not saying nothing, because phone tap like a bitch. It is what it is, man. Y'all ain't never gonna stop real demons from roaming this world. Y'all ain't never gonna, like I said, I hate to repeat it, but it's the truth. Y'all never gonna stop our babies from disappearing, from being programmed, from being tortured, because y'all refuse to watch the real monsters. Y'all creating them. Y'all not stopping shit. You know, that's why I'm still alive. The same crime and disorder gonna happen through the community. And if anything, when I die, you're gonna see an increase of it. Or when I leave the city, in your own communities, wherever a TI is, watch whether, you know, I'm not trying to jinx nowhere. Let's just say every TI moves from where they're at. Watch crime increase in your city. Watch, I guarantee it. It's funny, you know, that's how programmed this world really is. They got, just imagine how powerful this program is. They got evil criminals, sociopaths, sex offenders, rapists, killers, you know, PDFs, righteous people, good people who claim they have some connection to God participating in your harassment. Oh, it's a wicked world, bro. These niggas are demons. I'm starting to realize connection to anything in this world is a trap. Anything in this world gonna get you sent to a negative place. You know? It is what it is. Let me stop holding y'all. This video is long as hell, but that's why I say I'm gonna be out here for a while. So let me leave y'all off on a banger. You know? Give y'all that truth bomb. Let you know something, you know, tell some shit these little weird, weak-minded perps don't want to hear. You know, go ahead and watch my video and ponder on this. And I'll see y'all Tuesday. This is Baham, and I'm up out of here.